Hello, we've been seeing a lot of each other lately. Today we're going to talk about hourglass syndrome. I call it my rib roll. If you have that spot on your core where it looks like somebody folded you in half and it makes no sense, like you can't figure out why the dent sits there, it's recently in the last year kind of become known, thanks to TikTok, as hourglass syndrome. It is very common in females, especially ones that were overweight or body conscious as children and told to suck it in, because we all go like this and we pull up and we tighten, because as kids we don't know how to fire the transverse abdominis and draw our core in. So, we just go and pull up like this. So what it is years of overtrained upper abdominals. That's why in here, these muscles usually feel really tight and everything down here just becomes squishy and weak because it's all stuck right in here. I noticed for me, it almost formed like a cast around my whole diaphragm and sternum. I was not able to take a deep breath. So the more and longer I've been blasting, the more I can feel when I take a breath, my diaphragm actually open and close like it's supposed to, and lift and lower and like expand. I can feel that happening now. Whereas before, my breathing always felt shallow. I would get like shooting pains right in here, or it would feel like something got stuck to the bottom of my ribs. Like, the best way I can describe it is it would feel like my lung was stuck to my rib cage, and I always just called it my sticky lung, but it'd be like, ow, 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 and then it would kind of let go. It's all the muscle and the fascia and the nerves just encased and stuck in here. So this is something that I blast for. It's really annoying. Like, I've had people over the years be like, is that your ribs? What is happening? I always called it like my bonus boob, because it just sits down here in kind of a low lump. It's gotten a lot better. It's not as big. It used to literally sit right here under my chest like an inflated, tight, and hard inner tube all the way around. And obviously I've broken it down some. It can move. The skin's a little loose. That just happens with weight loss and fat loss anyway. So, I can move it all around. But this is my rib right here. This is like a chunk of fat trapped in the fascia that used to be hard and is now kind of gravelly and breaking up. Let me show you how I blast it. Y'all already know which two tools I'm going to use. I have done this. I find it easier with handheld tools. I've done it with the face blaster, the Mini 2, the Nugget. I put my oil infused bra on, so don't judge me, okay? Go around. I found lots of knots and like little hard lumps along the sides of my ribs. So you want to work all the way around as close as you can get to your back. Pro Blaster, little claws. I like to try to lean and start from the side and work my way forward, going up and down on the rib cage, feeling for sensation, looking for knots, and then side to side. All the way up under the boobs. Up and down right here. To the other side. Okay, now when I come in here where this is, I am trying to get, the best way to describe it is I'm trying to get under the rib cage. Most of the adhesions are hanging out deep in there. You're not actually going to get far enough to hurt anything, but I turn the tool on a diagonal. I've got it tipped because I'm doing more of like a raking. You can see I'm going right under my rib. If your skin is loose enough, just pull it out of the way. And I'm tracing along the rib cage all the way up. Sometimes this is one you just have to breathe through, especially in the beginning when you're working through those adhesions. And then I always make it a point to come to the bottom where like the fold is and work along the fold. This is where my lines protocol that I posted the other day is good. I will show you how I nugget the line, and somebody asked me if you could do the line protocol with pro nuggets. We're gonna try it today and then I'll report back. It's so gravelly, like you can see the tool jarring. It's because it catches right there and then falls off because there's just so much built up hardened fascia that is still breaking down. This is one I'll probably be working on for a while because I mean my whole childhood through puberty, through 2 pregnancies, through weight loss, through decades, I've been sucking it in. And the other part with these muscles is they come up and they stay elevated. And you see how all this is moving? My neck is shortened, my shoulders are coming up. It knocks everything from like here to here out of alignment and tightens traps when they're not supposed to be tightened, and this whole area stays tense. Because remember, it's all connected. It's all connected. Okay? So unfortunately, your neck pain can be because you were sucking it in too much as a kid. It just is what it is. That's why we're here every day. All right, pro nugget. Let's see if we can get a little closer so I can show you. So the line, I'm gonna try to use one corner on a diagonal and plucking at the line, because what I want to picture is getting under and lifting it to the surface. And then I'm gonna try to put my rib cage in between these. That's probably not gonna happen, but that's kind of the goal. See, I've got it, here's the edge of my ribs. I'm putting one row under and one row over, and I'm also keeping the tool slightly angled. Following the diagonal that we did before, across the ribs, up and down, coming back. Now between. I wish y'all could hear that. I don't know if you can. The gravel that it's hitting in there. You can see the bits of adhesions breaking up and the ripples. There's something right in here on one of these rib bones. I can feel it moving around. So I'm just gonna do a little poke and wiggle on that. I'm gonna poke and apply pressure to my little bubbles of fat and adhesion in there. This will be one of those spots that's going to be tender. Right now I'm just doing little down strokes. I will end up putting the Velcro small wrap pack on probably a couple times a day because I'm working through such deep adhesions in here that have been there for so long. It's one of those spots that gets tender on me. This is the deepest work I've ever done with it using the Pro Nugget. Now I'm gonna go back with a little bit more oil and then just a quick blast and flush using the Pro Blaster again. Flush it out, a little self-massage. I'm using my thumbs right now and feeling along my ribs for where the little knots and adhesions are. I like to try to keep track on if they're moving, if they feel stuck, if they feel smaller. So it's your body, you can touch it, it's okay. And that's how you keep track. See my cupping bruise from yesterday. Ah, told you my shoulder was tight. All right, y'all have a good day.